Hi, I'm Olivia Kruger, and I'm an undergraduate psychology student at Concordia University. We recently have been posting some videos about suicide and suicide awareness that might be useful for you to give you information on how to detect suicidal ideation in adolescents or your children. Today we're going to be doing a conversational piece with Dr. Michael Mazius, posing as a father, and one of my colleagues at Concordia, who is also a psychology undergrad, named Ellie, who will be posing as a 17-year-old daughter to Dr. Michael Mazius. This is a role-play conversation, so the information that they are sharing is not in any way true, but it's just to give you an idea of how a conversation can happen between a parent and their child in order to detect and maybe give a little bit of awareness to the suicide ideation that their child might be experiencing at that moment.
Yeah. Hey, can I come in?
Yeah.
Sorry, I know you're busy. You look busy. How was your day at school?
It's alright. Just another day doing school.
I had a rough day at work actually, and I found myself thinking about you. I've been thinking about you actually, well, work and home, and I don't know. You seem maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. You seem unhappy. I mean, is something bothering you?
I don't know. Just kind of going through school and nothing's really any different.
Because your mom and I were talking. I mean, you seem, I don't know, quiet at dinner. You've been up in your room a lot more than usual. And I get it. I mean, I know you're busy. I mean, you're a junior. You have a heavy load. You're taking your first AP class this semester. But I don't know. You just seem like something's up, like something's bothering you. Am I being, kind of like an over-worried, overprotective, neurotic parent, or am I maybe zeroing in on something real?
I mean, I don't know. It's been kind of tough at school. I mean, my grades have kind of gone down a little bit this year, just because classes have gotten pretty hard, and I'm thinking about school and college and things like that. But it's been kind of hard, just because I'm in classes with people I don't really know anymore, because a lot of my friends stayed in general classes. And I don't know, it's kind of tough to make friends again.
Yeah, now that you mention it, like on the weekends, you've been home, I mean, you've been out some, but you've been home more. What's even like you're in class, with like your old friends, I mean, they've been like old, like good friends, I think. I mean, have they are they available even though you guys aren't in class together?
Well, I tried to hang out with my friend Stacy, but she kind of started to not respond to my text messages, and she stopped liking my things on Instagram, and she unfollowed me on Twitter, so I don't really know what's going on there. And I tried to talk to her about it at school the other day, but she kind of just walked away. And everybody else that's kind of in our friend group kind of just stays with her. So, I don't know.
Wow. I'm really sorry to hear that. That's difficult. And other kids, like in your classes, are they open to like a friendship, or do they seem busy, preoccupied, uninterested?
Well, I think at this time, a lot of people already have their friend groups established, and it's hard to kind of put myself in someone else's friend group. I tried to talk to my lab partner and see if she wanted to get lunch, but she kind of went and stuck with her same crowd, and I just sat by myself. So
So let me ask you, Ellie, let me ask you a good question. I mean, I want you to know, obviously, like your mom and I support you. You know, we love you, we're here for you, and yet we aren't in school with you, so we can't, you're not even asking me to solve this problem for you, but will it help more if I maybe tell you things to do, things you might want to try, or will it help more, if your mom and I just sort of listen, not like sympathize, but just sort of listen, empathize, try to understand, so you're not feeling so alone.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. There's not much you can do because you guys aren't at school with me. You can't just hold my hand forever. But I don't know. It's nice to be able to talk to you about it, but it still doesn't change the fact that I don't really have friends at school.
I actually wasn't necessarily going to bring this up, but I walked by your bedroom last night and I heard you, I thought I heard you crying. I wasn't sure, and I probably should have gone in. I didn't quite know what to do. I just sort of decided just to leave you alone. But, how upsetting has this situation been?
It's been really hard, and I've tried to look for outlets to, take the pain away, because it stinks not being able to go and sit with my friends or who I thought was my friends. I really feel like an outsider, and it's kind of hard because I think my social life is really important to me, and I want people to like me, and I want to have friends, and because they're kind of shutting me out, I don't really have that outlet anymore, and all I can focus on is school, and school's hard, and that's not going so well. And I don't know. I was crying, but I don't know what to do.
When you feel, I guess, alone, have you been feeling lonely?
Yeah.
Do you sort of feel like you're in a bad way, you're feeling kind of lonely, and you don't know how to fix this? Is that?
Yeah.
Do you think just over time? Kids your age, they can be really kind of fickle in terms of relationships, and it's for sure going to get better, or have you been feeling like it's not going to get better, or I don't know if it's going to get better?
I feel like I really don't know what's going to happen, because me and Stacy were talking about going to college together, and we've been looking at the same schools. But if she's kind of acting this way, I don't really know what I'm going to do, and if I can't make friends now, how am I going to make friends in the future? I don't know.
Wow. So when this really kind of gets into your head and kind of sticks, how sad do you find yourself feeling?
It gets pretty bad. I don't know. I've pretty much cried every night since the semester started. So.
Yeah, I don't want to sound I don't want to sound overly reactive, and I certainly don't want to sound dramatic, but I'm just wondering, I know just from reading the paper, listening to podcasts, that people your age, when they feel really low, and sometimes, and kind of don't know if they can fix the situation, make it better. Sometimes they think about suicide. Have you thought about that at all?
No. I don't really want to talk about it. But it's been really hard. And I don't want you and Mom to be ashamed of me.
Well, you probably know what I'm going to say, which is, we're not ashamed of you, and we couldn't be ashamed of you. You're an exemplary, awesome daughter. And I think appreciate how hard it must be to kind of like talk about this. It probably hurts, and and then you're revealing like this real personal stuff to us. But can you just tell me just a little bit more about, like this suicidal thinking? I mean, tell me more about it. What does it sound like? How long does it last? Can you turn it off?
I mean, when I'm busy, like in class and whatever, it's not really there, but anytime that I'm by myself and I don't really have anything to do, it's kind of a thought that comes into my head. And it's just more of the fact that nobody really seems to care that I'm there or I'm not. And so part of it is just feeling like maybe everyone else would just be better off if I wasn't here. And I don't feel like I really serve any purpose right now.
Have you thought about like how you would do it?
I mean, not like researched or anything, but I mean, I know some people do it with like just taking a bunch of pain pills and things like that. I mean, I know we have stuff here, but I haven't tried or anything like that.
Have you found yourself like leaning in that direction, or getting close, or not?
I mean, I don't know. I've been having a lot of thoughts, but part of me, there's something that also holds me back from doing it. But I don't know if that one day is just going to snap, and then I'm not going to have whatever that is holding me.
Wow. But what are the thoughts you have that keeps you from like acting on your thinking?
I mean, I know that you and Mom really care about me, and I know that it would really hurt you if I did anything to hurt myself.
So, it goes without saying, if you harmed yourself, if you killed yourself, I'm not saying this to make you feel guilty, but I just want you to, it's much more validate what you're thinking. It would be really catastrophic to Mom and me, because we love you so much, but I also understand. You're in pain right now. You don't quite know, I think, how to sort of like make it better. Like I could tell you things to do, but my guess is that's not really what you need right now. Would you be open to talking to a therapist about this?
I mean, maybe, but doesn't it kind of make me seem like I'm, really sick, or I don't know, maybe I am.
Well, again, I'm not a therapist, so but I don't think you're sick. I think that talking to a therapist, is a sign of health. I don't think I've ever told you this, but when I was in my 20s, believe it or not, your dad really kind of didn't know sort of what he was going to do with his life after college. Thought I was going to go down one path. I told you that before, but it didn't work out. So I went to see a therapist, and super helpful. He was really a great listener, and he helped me kind of look at my situation a little differently, which then made it easier for me to figure out what to do, and it worked. I suspected you'll have the same experience.
Okay.
So you're open to it?
Yeah, I think it would be a good idea.
Good. I'm so glad we talked. And so I'll talk to your mom, and knowing your mom, she'll probably come up in a few minutes and knock on your door too, just to tell you what I'm telling you, which is that we love you dearly, and we're really glad that you can talk to us, and so I'll call a therapist. I'll find a good therapist for you tomorrow. I'll check into it right away. Get it set up right away, okay? And it goes without saying too, please, if there is a moment when you're really feeling like you're gonna hurt yourself, and you're not thinking about your mom and me, and you're not thinking about how awesome of a life you're going to have, please let me know. And I'll be here for you. Okay? All right, sweetie. Thank you.
Thanks,
Talk to you soon.
Dad.